Alright guys, I'm making this to share with you guys what I've been working on for a very long time. It's going to be building a new brand from scratch all the way up to 6 figures plus using organic marketing. Hopefully you would get inspired and get started or even join me on this journey, since this is a very monumental moment for me. So as you can see, my cat over here trying to gatekeep the video, but let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is how I found the product, and this is going to be through my favorite platform, which I always like to talk about, which is Alibaba. This is like the OG platform which everyone knows about, but nobody often uses. So why am I going for this? Even though this is a high MOQ product, I would still use this platform for 1 MOQ products. And in fact, my current winner is from this platform. It's 1 MOQ. So why am I going for this? For two purposes. The first one is that it has very low prices compared to other platforms. And then the second reason is because it has faster shipping, cheaper shipping, and oftentimes you can just customize a product better. So these are the main two reasons. Now, you want to understand that this is probably harder for you to source products on. So for that reason, I'll show you how I exactly found it, okay? It's going to be through a new feature called the AI mode. And it's literally a ChatGPT chat box where you could ask it about any product and it will source it for you. So what is so crazy about this is that obviously this is very recent, but I tried it for literally 20 or 30 minutes and I found my supplier through within the 20-30 minute time frame. And the main reason was because of the agent, AI agent, which uses their database to look for all the products. So you just have to send the link of your competitor and then it will study or research the entire website and look for the supplier and send you a list of 10, 20, whatever you ask for. But then what's even more crazy is that I was even receiving suggestions which were out of Alibaba. So it was giving me suppliers which were literally from their own independent websites. So that's really insane to me. And yeah, that's how I found my supplier. So this is something which I would highly recommend you guys check, especially for higher barrier of entry products. And that's how I found my product. Now, I had a list of 5 top suppliers. So I had to message all of them to negotiate the prices. Shipping was a big deal. So I never thought this would be a big problem because my winner was initially from Alibaba. But turns out a lot of these really high quality manufacturers, so they would send you really high quality product, they don't have a very convenient shipping channel. So you either need to integrate them with a third party agency that can ship it for you for the dropshipping model, or you just need to find a different supplier. So instead I just went for different suppliers because I knew for a fact that my competitor would never go through this hassle, right? So I took it as, okay, if they don't have this convenient back-end shipping structure for dropshipping, then they're probably not the supplier for my competitor. So I kept on doing trial and error, speaking with all of them, until eventually I found one which was saying yes to everything. So I found it a bit sus at the start, why is he, how come I'm not seeing any no's, right? Usually there's something that comes in the way, but I chose this guy after literally a month of back and forth with all the suppliers, purely because I told them that, okay, I'm going to see the sample first before you make the MOQ. So I'm going to see the product probably in March, early March. And then if I approve of the product and they send it over to me, only then will I, tell them, okay, go ahead. But here's how we will do this the dropshipping way, okay? So you might be wondering, oh, so this is not for me because I need to put in a lot of capital up front. Completely false, don't worry. Even though the product is high MOQ, it was 300 to 500 MOQ. And that's the standard for pretty much any custom product. So what we're gonna do is the clothing brand method. Now, I don't even like the clothing brand method name, so we're gonna have to invent a name for this. It's the pre-order method, okay? But we see this mostly with clothing brands where they do launches, drops, once per month, once every 2 months or whatever. So we're gonna do the same method for this product. So this is gonna be very brand new, and I don't think I've seen any like similar product be marketed like using this way. The only product which I've seen recently or like last year that did this was this mini car that has a lighter in the back. I don't know if you've seen this product. A very wow factor product, and it actually has a value. It's a lighter. So this was a custom product, and they did this strategy where they would make a password protected website, and then only if they have stock, they will launch. They will send all the emails so that you guys can purchase. So I'm assuming they did really well because they've been around for a very long time, and actually they went super viral. Like the content was really catered for being something that's entertaining. It was like ASMR sort of videos. So actually it was this, and then I'm not sure if it was this product or the other one, because there's another one where you put in like an incense here and then you burn it and then it smokes. I think it was that product actually. It was not the lighter. The lighter is also good. It's a winner, but the incense is actually the one which was doing the pre-order method. So they would have like a email list, and then they would gather thousands of people into their list, and then they make the launch. And I don't think I've ever seen or caught up with their website. They've always been collecting emails, so I'm gonna say they're doing well. But anyways, we're not doing this product. I'm just telling you that we've seen products in the dropshipping space which were doing organic marketing, and they did this method, okay, and it worked for them. I will definitely vote that they did well. Their marketing was on point, everything was on point. So we're gonna do that strategy to receive orders before we even have the products ready. So let's say we get 50 to 100 orders. I think that's literally enough to cover up the entire 300 MOQ, and that's the crazy part. So although there's a high capital required to run this product, you could literally cover it up by getting a high quality product, by creating high quality content, going viral, and that's when you actually go viral, and then you get the sales on the pre-orders, you pay the supplier, and then you just update them as a real, like as an authentic brand. You tell them, okay guys, we are working on this, we got everything ready, we're building the products, and we will be sending them as soon as they're ready. So it's all about authenticity and just transparency, honestly. It's always been. So that's that strategy we're going for, and it's the best, trust me. So let's see now. Hopefully you guys know by now why I chose the product and how we're going to be marketing it. Now there's no doubt that the marketing is going to have to be top. Like, I'm all about top quality marketing. Marketing is all you have at the start. So without this, you cannot even start the brand. For that reason, the marketing is going to be the bread and butter for this product and any other product, honestly. But in general, if you want to run a brand which has an MOQ, then the marketing is actually the number one thing which you need to focus on. Forget the website, forget everything. As long as you have a product which is based off proven concepts, which you know are working in the past, then it comes down to the marketing to make it work, okay? Because all it takes is going viral for the right reason. And this is one thing which I'm going to highlight. You don't want to go viral with like controversy, or it's not like the typical way of going viral, okay? You want to go viral for the right reason, because here's the trick. If you can actually market your product as a brand, so I would actually advise, if you want to run a product using the pre-order method, then I would highly recommend you check how clothing brands are doing it. Because one thing which makes them print and fulfill these orders, meet the MOQ, is that they are marketing in a different way, which is built around support. So they're asking for the customer support, the viewer support, in the sense that we're building this for you guys, we're building a community, and literally just watch their content, you're gonna see what I mean. It's always around this community building, this support, this environment, this movement. So that's what often makes them go viral, but then at the same time get a lot of support, a lot of positive feedback, and that's what's gonna like fulfill their email list, but also their pre-orders. Okay, so you can learn a few things from just observing others, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find a way to, and this is not something which even my competitors have done. So I'm gonna be doing this differently from them, where I'm gonna be getting inspiration, seeing what can be related to my product, and then market it that way. And that way, we're gonna go viral for the right reason, and most definitely get the pre-orders that we need. Okay, so now that you know the inspiration of how we're going to be marketing the product and why I chose the product, where I found it, and how I'm going to be fulfilling the orders, and hopefully you guys now know how or what it takes to build a brand. So I know that you're wondering what the product is. If you really want to know, then you could join my affiliate team. We're working on this. The moment it's ready, I'm going to be sending out samples to everyone, and this is actually going to feel like a real brand for once. Like, when you run dropshipping products for long enough, you're going to reach a point where you actually want to do something for yourself, and this is going to feel something like different for sure. So it's going to be like a teamwork where we all work together on this and build it together. So if you're interested, let me know on Discord. Okay, so the goal is to take this from 0 to 6 figures plus. Okay, that's the goal of this challenge. Okay, just to show you that everything's possible through organic marketing, and that organic branded dropshipping is the way in 2026. So if you guys have learned something from this, let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to join this journey, join the team, let me know as well on Discord. The link is in the bio. You could join the team, and that way you get a free mentorship, cut per sale, and you get to be from this like very first people who work with me on this product. So yeah, looking forward for this journey. I'm going to be sharing everything with you guys, and apart from that, I'll see you guys in the next one.